Creator, Allah Rabbul Alameen, says in the Quran, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ, and I did not create jinn and mankind except that they should worship me. That verse is in Surah Al-Dhariyat. My name is Muhammad. I completed my memorization of the Quran at age 12. During high school, I got average grades, maybe to some below average. After completing high school, I got rejected by every university and college that I applied for. At 19, I graduated cum laude from an Islamic institution here in Cape Town, South Africa, after studying Islamic studies full-time for a year. And as of early 2025, I am a computer science major at the University of Cape Town. The reason I give you that little introduction about myself is because, subhanAllah, when we are watching these types of videos, there is a conscious or subconscious question that we often ask ourselves. Two questions: who are you? And also, why should I listen to you? So inshallah, with that introduction that I gave, hopefully that can help answer those questions. SubhanAllah, extremely powerful verse that I opened up this video with. A verse personally that I like to remind myself about literally every day, to be honest. That our purpose on this earth is solely to worship Allah, is do that which pleases Him, strive to, engage in that which pleases Him, and stay away from that which He dislikes, stay away from that which displeases Him, right? SubhanAllah. But so, there was a question that I wrote down that I wanted to get into today, that I guess I kind of wanted to ask both myself and obviously whoever's watching this, is the question of, are you really Muslim, or do you really believe in Islam? Now, subhanAllah, I'm not asking it in the most direct sort of way, I guess, because subhanAllah, in any Muslim in their right mind is obviously going to say, yes, I'm Muslim, I believe in Islam. But subhanAllah, it's almost one of those ones of, if you were to answer that question using the actions of the past few days, weeks, and even months of your life, what would that answer be? Right? What would that answer be? So subhanAllah, that's one aspect of what I wanted to discuss today. But let me first give this sort of analogy that I thought was actually super interesting. SubhanAllah, let's say it's you and I, and we are both standing in front of a house, and you tell me that there is a fire inside of this house. Do not go inside, right? So the sort of the smoke or whatever is yet to escape the house, so the fire is sort of inside, and you tell me do not go inside because there's a fire inside. Now subhanAllah, I want you to just picture the scenario as best as you can. If I proceed to enter the house anyway, what does that imply? Okay, so as I was saying, in regards to this analogy of the burning house, and you tell me there's a fire inside, if I proceed to walk inside, personally, when I think about this situation, there's one of two reasons that I walk inside. Number one, I am a sort of, there's like rebellious type of people, man, where like, it's almost like the personality is to do that which they told not to do. You know what I mean? That's one. Now, in all fairness, those types of people, and we know them, whether it be from high school, university, or even like in general in life, I don't know, family. Those types of people in general, they will do it, but not necessarily when it comes to like risking their life though. Like if you tell them, But subhanAllah, okay, so that's one situation. I'm like a rebellious type of character. Or the other is I don't believe you. That's the other reason that I walk into the house anyway. I don't actually believe that there's a fire in the house. SubhanAllah, so where am I going with this analogy, and what has it got to do with anything? SubhanAllah. remember, I was asking the question: are you really Muslim? Do you really believe in Islam? There's this thing that I've thought about, that when you see Muslims engaging outwardly, shamelessly in sin, right? Subhanallah, those Muslims who, don't perform their salah, those Muslims who engage in all types of haram, right? And are not worried at all about asking for forgiveness or anything like that. But it's like they're still Muslim though, right? Because La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I guess, man, if you want to get technical, they are Muslim, but you understand, like, just connecting that analogy. You're doing all of this sin because all of this sin, when you just sort of correlating it with the analogy, it's like walking into the house anyway. Do you see what I mean? It's like, I almost get the sense of, so you don't really think the house is burning, do you? You don't really think, subhanallah. And so I guess it's one of those ones where I'm not claiming that these individuals don't believe in Jahannam or the day of judgment or anything, but you see why I'm making the correlation. But subhanallah, I think I'm stretching the video a bit much here. And there was something else that I wanted to get into. Maybe I can get into it in another video, when I was saying about the way we answer the question is, are you Muslim? What if you were to answer it using your actions, or using your actions from the past few days and past few weeks? If we said, here's the blueprint, here's what a Muslim's life is supposed to look like, and here's this person's life, how much does it add up to what a Muslim's life is supposed to look like? That type of thing. But subhanallah, maybe we can get into that in another video. But inshallah, reminder to myself and whoever's watching this again: be conscious, subhanallah, strive, always put the effort in to try and do that which pleases Allah, stay away from that which He dislikes. May the Almighty guide and protect us all, inshallah.